later.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's ToastyTman here today again, bringing you another Fortnite Battle Royale video. And today we're just gonna jump into squad solid gold. You know, just going in and taking some casual games that nothing gets recorded and taking it easy. And bringing you guys a decent gameplay today with not much to it. You know, just hope you guys enjoy the video. Anyway, as we land here in Pleasant Park, we go down. We get a chest and start off strong with a chug jug and burst AR. The new burst ARs are actually pretty decent in this game. I actually love them to bits. Always thought they should have had them, and I kind of actually like them. They're very, very good. Anyway, we go on. I just find a gold scar and we carry on. Obviously, it's gold, so solid gold. So everything is gold, as you guys know. Everything is literally gold. Everything except your normal pickups, shields, grenades, and anything that is a usable item of any sort. Also, chug jugs are very common, and any launch pads are common. Also, traps and anything that can be placed on the ground, cozy campfires, all that stuff. So we just carry on. I drop. I just get a deagle there, and I get a normal silence pistol, gold pistol. And I know people landed with us here in Pleasant Park, so I just decide to scope them out while I've got decent loot. Might as well challenge them. So I'm just bunny hopping around looking for these people. I knew they landed somewhere on the side. As you can see, that one roof is there, the part of the house is missing. So obviously you come to the middle just to scout everything. I see they've looted petrol station, the main mansion, that house over there to the right, and then I see them all coming out in a little line out of that one brick house over there. So I decide to engage them, and the one guy opens fire with a minigun. I remember here I called for my teammates to come and assist me, jumping in with Jalen and so I clipped the guy pretty much there with the deagle. I love the deagle really much, really good gun, especially in a game mode like this where you have to be versatile with a lot of weapons. So unfortunately I do go down, but Jalen gets a nice flank off on them. I was distracting him pretty well, and then he goes around the back, and we get the squad kill, which is pretty nice. I mean, we didn't kill it. I didn't kill anyone, obviously, but we get a nice pick off between the squad. So we start off strong, full squad kill, nothing special, just solid gold. Just carry on, you know. So I decided to use my chug jug here now, and there was a lot of chug jugs here. I must say, those guys had pretty decent loot to start off with. Unfortunately, they didn't have like the best of guns. Considering the one guy started off with a minigun engagement, but oh well, what can you do? Anyway, so I just checked the map, and I think I decide now, after we've looted everything here, I just pick up a chug jug, drop the mini shield for a big shield. We try and get everyone up to full health. Chug jugs everywhere, might as well use them, seeing as they're so common in this game mode. And I see a gold sniper, which I think I might actually want to pick up. But I do think I keep the deagle instead, if I am not mistaken. Nope, I take the gold sniper, obviously, because gold snipers, they are pretty good. Anyway, so we go through. I just make sure we've got everything. Squads can be very tedious sometimes, especially at the start, because you don't get a lot of action going strong. I know they haven't looted this house yet, so I just decide to go in and check what it gets. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. Obviously it's been looted by them, seeing as there's an opening, but I just make sure I get all the ammo boxes and make sure everything has been looted completely. Solid gold. One of my more favorite limited time game modes, because just that resources and everyone gets a gold. Increased resources for building in general. Not obviously wood, but I collect wood anyway because wood is pretty decent to pick up. But I collect just in general. I just like it because everyone gets a gold weapon. It's not like that one grind at the end of the game where everyone's all of a sudden dropping golds. It's at the start, everyone gets a gold, so it kind of evens the playing field to an extent, if you think about it, because everyone starts off with a gold scar or a sniper rocket launcher. But what I do find weird is that the game mode doesn't give you heavy gold shotguns straight off the bat. So this game mode is kind of neutralized with the shotgun gameplay, especially as people start off, because it's very seldom that you see people using a heavy shotgun, the gold variant obviously in this game mode, seeing as everything's just drop gold, and you'd think that kind of gun would drop like almost everywhere, but oddly enough it doesn't. So we just move into the forest here. I think we decide to make our way there. Just check out the kills, because everyone always checks out their kills. I just go here to see what I can loot extra. Maybe I find a rocket launcher in one of the chests, or maybe even a heavy pump shotgun, which is, as I said, an amazing gun for me to use. I hear the chest here, so I just decide to break through the wall. I think Jalen carries on to go to the haunted hills. I see a minigun here, and I see a big shield. Might as well pick it up, seeing as I've already got a big shield. And I obviously picked up the, what do you call it? I see ammo box. Get that, the materials that the chest drop. Get the ammo box. Always, never forget those ammo boxes. They are very, very good. Very, very good. I see a cozy campfire on top of the roof, which is always useful to have later if I ever need it. Break my way in through the roof and just make sure that the entire place is now looted. More ammo boxes as per usual. And we just carry on, you know, just keep looking. I just keep searching, find a med bag, but I think I leave it. Yeah, I think I leave it because I know I've got a chug jug. Always get these crate pallets. Always such an effective way of getting wood. Anyway, let's get the one outside. And I think we're coming up with an engagement here now, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe I see Jalen has looted the crater here now. And I see if there's any hop rocks, and I think I even shouted him for not for eating all the hop rocks, and he says he hasn't eaten them, but obviously as he is glowing there, he has eaten them, so kind of annoyed me. Anyway, so we decided to make our way to Haunted Hills, and I hear the shot, and I feel like I first try and see where the shot came from. Bit late response, but I thought it was from the front. Obviously I didn't know where the shots were coming from, so I first try and find out, so I know it's from this side. And I know Jalen just decides to run away because he's scared of engaging people that come from behind. And I think I noticed them there. Obviously try and get a higher advantage. Always good to know the height advantage against people. So they're obviously, so I try to see where the bullet's coming from. So I do think I do find them now. They're just shooting from all the way back there. Not with decent guns, but I think I try and take a pop shot there to see if he would peek just before I shot. And I just heal buildings and I start making my way to see if they would flank. And I see them there in the distance, guys. I see them there in the distance. Zoom in, try and get a pop shot. Nah, not gonna happen today. Not gonna work for me anyway. So they keep engaging. I just make sure that I stay away from that burst AR. Don't want to get clipped by that. If I get all three burst shots to the head, I die. So make sure there's a whole bunch of good thing I got those materials earlier. Just make sure that I don't get clipped, because I'd be at a big disadvantage, even though I've got 2 shields. But I want to make them push me. That's the main mentality that I went in with here, is that they push me, because then I'd have the advantage, seeing as I'm already on a upper or higher level than what they are. Anyway, so I see, try and make sure that they're rotating. I think I did notice them earlier rotating around, so I know they're gonna try and do something of the sort. So I do see him try and shoot me. His first few shots is just shooting the tree, and I'm like, really? So I just build my way up to stay on this height advantage that I have. I try and see if I can maybe get a few shots off, and I hear his footsteps of his friend, and I come and I just quickly kill him, and I knock him down, which is a nice knockdown thanks to the scar there. I hear the footsteps, and I see his friend down there, so I make sure that not the same thing is going to happen to me where I take a little damage. So with my horrible pistol aim, I take him down, and I just reload the scar, and I kill him with the scar, and I get both kills. So that was a nice duo elimination there. I feel like they must be kind of angry that I killed them. His friend obviously crawled in here, so I just made sure that all that jazz is like, you know, used. I don't want to use a chug jug for that little bit of shield damage that I took, so I just use the mini shields, drink a big pot, and then I carry on, I think. So my first 2 kills of the game, pretty clean kills, didn't go down this time, luckily. And I think Jalen here says there's people there, and I find a llama, which I completely missed, so I just get the llama. I like, not even Jalen noticed the llama, so I was like, how did we both not notice this? But it shows how sneaky these little things can be. Anyway, so I have lots of resources now. If we were to find a vending machine now, it will be very, very nice for us. So as you can see, Jalen there gets a knockdown in Haunted Hills, and I'm running towards him to assist, because I think he calls out for my help. And shame, I feel so sorry for him, because he gets so scared when he engages people. But he's pretty good at the game, so it's not too much of an issue. So I just hear them shooting. The miniguns and the bullets are flying towards my way because they're fighting back there, northwest side. Just those bullets coming, the frail bullets, and I'm shouting at him here, run towards the storm, because I'm so scared he dies to the storm, because they're now going to fight inside the storm. So I think he kills them both, which is a very nice thing, and he's now convinced that he must get the chug jugs and stuff, even though he's damaged. So I tell him there's so many chug jugs, there's no point, and he's like, nah, I want the chug jugs. So I think we sit here for a bit. All this, and Stella has just been playing soccer in Pleasant Park the entire of the game. Like, she just decided to play soccer. I think she was like 1v1ing herself, and she just plays soccer the entire time that we've been getting kills outside of Pleasant Park. She's just been trying to play soccer inside Pleasant Park. And as the circle decreases, we make our way towards back to Pleasant Park, me and Jalen. Try and see if we can just regroup everyone together, because I do think Stella now does engage people. So we just decide to go and assist her. You know, as teams should be, unlike my squad, even though we're in squads solid gold with just 3 of us. Anyway, I eventually do ask Jalen to take his marker off the map, because the marker can be sometimes just annoying, but, you know, just little frustrations. Doesn't matter too much, but it doesn't hurt to ask. So we make our way to Pleasant Park now, back towards the circle, just so we can see if we can, you know, get some nice kills and finish off the game. We go towards Stella. She just flanks around, make sure she sees the people on the mountain over there in the back. I don't know if you guys see them, but they're in the back over there, and she's trying to run away from them, trying to get the supply drop as well to make sure no one else gets it. So she gets the supply drop, and I think she gets a grenade launcher, which is what I like using, as you guys know. One of my more favorite weapons is the grenade launcher, so just get that and carry on with my life. I do think she leaves it for me, and yes, she does. And lucky enough, I picked up a llama, so, you know, lots of rocket shots, which is always nice to have. Lots of fighting going on. I just resort my inventory. I do think Jalen had a rocket launcher at this point in time. Stella goes to hide behind a tree from all the sniper fire, and then she oddly enough gets a kill by someone there. As you can see, she gets the kill that was just hiding behind the tree, which is very, very funny to me as well. He was just chilling there. So yeah, I see a squad coming up here, up on the hill, and I decide I'm going to engage them, because I get pretty nice shots off. I clip him, not a headshot. I wish it was actually a headshot, but I do clip them. I think I get 2 clip shots in by on both sides. I clip the one guy and I clip the other guy again, because obviously when you take a sniping shot, you just run for your life. I do unfortunately miss that shot, so I first try and rotate myself into the circle. So I do think I get this guy. I do clip him, which is a very nice shot. So 2 shots, and I'm like, okay, well now these guys are low. I'm just gonna build up my way up there. And just nice to have the height advantage. I don't even think they noticed or even knew if I was on the side here, which was like pretty amazing, because they had no clue what was going down. Especially when I start engaging them right over here. So the one guy tries to push me because he knows I'm coming. So we have a little frantic battle as I'm away, and I do knock him down eventually, and I drop down to rough health, and I do shoot this guy, and oddly enough I clip him just as he goes under the little bridgey thing that I built over them. So I see the one legendary superwoman skin, and I do kill her, and thus I get a full squad elimination. Now here I'm like super impressed with myself. No, I honestly didn't think that I was going to get this right, but I do. And the squad from across the hill decides to engage us now. Luckily I see people down there, and I just drink my chug jug, you know, just to make sure that always stay at that 100 health. Especially in a game mode like this, if there's a bunch of chug jugs, might as well just keep it at full health, you know. So just quickly, in the 15-second drink time that I do as normal, I just make sure I get all the loot that I can. I do see porta forts, so I pick up the porta forts, and I just collect more loot. I do wonder where this one other guy's stuff is, so I do think I break it. Yeah, I do break it, yeah. And his stuff is just, it decides to fall off then. As I break the one platform. I see the people there across the way, and I do think I make my way down, because the circle's about to close in, and I think Stella here tells me to come back, because I want to make sure, and I just use one of the launch pads to get back into the circle, because you don't want to die to the storm this this late in the game, especially since my squad is so far away from me, and they've just been getting kills without me. Anyway, so I take 2 shots from my AR and I decide to power wall build, make sure that no one can shoot me. First 2 was a fluke build, but now I just make sure that I've got cover all the way, as you know. So everyone's now fighting on that building because the people from behind are also now there, and lots of people just dying everywhere. Stella gets a kill up there on the mountain. Jalen just raining hell with his rocket launcher. I see this one guy and I decide to push him. I try and get the nice shots in. I get a nice clean shot there. Obviously, I don't feel like I killed him alone. Basically, I only downed him. I didn't kill him. Obviously, I have to keep in mind of the downs. And unfortunately, being downed eventually kind of screws me over in the end. A little bit to the extent. So a border fort gets picked up, and I'm like, okay, well now I'm gonna have to fire away at this. So I just throw a whole bunch of grenade shots, and I see this one guy pushing down. All my grenade shots straight everywhere. I do get this guy. I flip him and I cannot knock him down. So this guy I knock down completely, but then all the teams come from everywhere and rocket launcher shots are flying and I go down, unfortunately. And the one guy that just jumped off the mountain there revived his friend that I shot earlier. So yeah, I'm crying out for my team, like there as you can see, who revived his friend. And now I'm calling out for my teammates to come and help me, because I'm trying to like push up and make sure to stay outside the storm for them. So, and they do help. I just don't want to be shot. So they do come eventually in, and they have a little firefight going on here. I sadly cannot see Stella. She gets a nice, they attempt to shoot me, which almost admittedly kills me, and then she goes and she gets the nice victory over them. She actually killed me, which is oddly enough with the burst, so might as well just keep going for that burst. And I survive with like minuscule amount of health. And I was so sure I was gonna die. Guys, I thought I was so gonna die. So I tell her, she's like panicking that we have to get into the circle. And I'm like, no, I've got cover, don't worry. Let me just throw the porta fort down, and I'm gonna drink chug jug to get back to full health. I make sure that the people are staying out there. She's just trying to make sure that they are launch padding over, because obviously launch pads are everywhere in this game mode. And yeah. So we try and get back into the circle as the storm's closing in, and I just plop down the launch pad. I try and follow where that other guy went, and I try and get close as possible. So I do go in, and I think Jalen down the guy over there. So I just like I'm just gonna finish him off, might as well. And I see this carbide under me, and I go down into the house, and push him off, and I get the knockdown, which is Jalen over here, so. And then unfortunately Stella does go down to a squad over there, and I just shoot the guy, and we get the victory royale. So. Very clean commentary, clean kills, 7 kills, everyone gets pretty decent kills. But anyway guys, that has been solid gold. Thanks for watching. This is ToastyTman. Remember, you guys should always just stay toasty.